Yo, what is going on, my husbandos and waifus? My name is HERMSAUR. Welcome to another live reaction review of My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero Academia, episode number 80. If you guys are excited, make sure you guys go and drop a like for me because that would help me a lot. Subscribe and don't forget to click that notification bell, my boys. So, as you guys know, I'm not home right now and it's pretty late at night. Everyone should be sleeping and I am recording in like the dining area, so I kind of have to keep my voice a little low, just like what we did at SDCC. I'm gonna, try to control my excitement from here on out because I know this part of this arc, this Todoroki and Bakugo getting their provisional license exam. This is their training that they have to do in order to get theirs because, as you know, they're kind of behind a little bit, but it happens. But anyways, guys, let's hop into this episode. You know what, honestly, I don't like kids. Little Satan spawns. All of them. Even though Bakugo is like Satan himself. Look at him straight up dodging. Hit his mask though. This guy named it Binging Balls. I like it. It says too fast and strong, but he did dodge it. It's just his mask got hit. This kid right here, that looks like little me, he's using a move called Tongue Tank. Of course, he would have something food related. Just this time, I'm a disappointment to Hendo because I had to skip the opening just because we're pressed on time and have to be very quiet. But I like that opening too. Kanaboon, please put it on Spotify. Crazy. Because these days are crazy strong. As you guys can see, because even with Class 1A, they're just as strong as heroes. And if these kids are just as strong as they are, it shows like the differencing of strength as time goes by. Physically, legally, or mentally. As the generations pass, quirks mix and deepen. Exactly. Those stronger, more complex quirks. It's kind of like how social media is changing the younger generation's way of getting information and retaining knowledge. They're just scaring this teacher. Gang Arca speaking facts. Don't doubt Shamu. Dude, he hella trusts them, which is really interesting. He gave them this mission because he didn't think they would do well against helping other people. That's where they lacked in their previous thing. So look how excited Bakugo is. He's like, just like me. I just want to be friends with these kids. They're not scared of our quirks. Queen Beam? Oh, what did their power do? Don't spoil it with wrinkles. Oh my god. What's her quirk? Lesai. Kami, I forgot what her quirk is. Glamour. She can create illusions. That's pretty sick. And I guess that I could see why they would get it confused with Toga. Abuse of this quirk is prohibited. Glamouroki. So this kid is literally basing the reason why he's acting this way is because the adults are not being adults. Inasa doing it. Ooh. Oh, it's like the Aurora Borealis. And they made a slide. See, the thing is, I remember the slide, but then the Aurora Borealis, seeing it in color is pretty cool. They literally made a playground for these kids and showing them that they're not afraid and that they're going to help them out regardless. So not only are they exciting these kids, they're helping the teacher out at the same time. That is so cool, dude. I would love to go on a slide like that. Look at Todoroki being dreamy as fuck and Inasa just blowing everyone up in the air. They're doing something different than just saving people. They're playing with them. They're showing that their quirks can do more than just fight. I'm glad y'all had good quirks. And he's complimenting them. You have to make them think wow or cool. I like how they're relaying that these problem kids have the same issues as them. They're taking it upon themselves by relating it to what they already do. And look at Todoroki smiling, widening those kids' horizons into something we should be able to do. And Inasa and Todoroki working together. Do you guys ship it? I love how they're not surprised. President Mike and all of them, they're like, oh, this is typical. He straight up grabs his wrist. You're the leader, aren't you? Ooh, this right here. Then you won't notice your own weakness. This is Bakugo. Ooh. This was my favorite moment from Bakugo because him saying if you keep looking down on everyone, then you won't notice your own weakness. Once again, what they're doing is they're looking at what these kids are doing and they're relaying it to themselves. He's telling this kid, look, you're looking at these adults, you're looking down on them because they're obviously going through a lot, but because of that, you're not even noticing what you're weak to. And that was Bakugo's thing with Deku, is that he always looked down on Deku, that he failed to realize what he was weak at. And that's where the chapter ended last time. I think just some advice from one of your elders. Remember it. But I love how cocky Bakugo is regardless of that advice. What he said just now, they are words from the heart. Exactly, because he feels it. They worked on me. Bakugo being fucking cool, dude. Yo, that teacher is snack though. I wonder what her quirk is though. What is the reason to be strong? Endeavor literally seeing Todoroki. Look at this. Endeavor's looking at Todoroki using his fire quirk with a smile on his face, because usually, as you guys know, Todoroki hated using fire. So in a way, he's seeing that transition of Todoroki and realizing that Endeavor can change too within himself, because now he's feeling this weight of undertaking All Might's spot. So you realize they were vague. Gang Orca though. Gang. I love Todoroki. He's just so bland. Whoa, I don't remember this. The reality is that the League has gone after a school that's not UA. Oh, because they attacked her. Toga replaced her. Up until now, we have not had any especially deep interactions with UA. But in a sense, Toga did that so she can get close to Deku. Deadass. Like, I love, you guys can already see Bakugo is already changing within himself, even though he's still like, shut up, and he's a very angry character, which he's still my favorite because he's angry. You can tell that he's actually understanding things a lot more. He's actually more self-aware than what he used to be. He slapped his hand. He slapped Papa's hand. Shoto. He's so angry. It's so interesting to see Todoroki have another expression besides happy, sad. I mean, we saw it in the school festival, but and also like him, he actually see the frustration that he has with his father. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck? Thanks. You're bleeding a lot. He said that with a smile. Oh look, Todoroki's smiling. That was a good first half of that episode, actually. Oh, so Centipede is now in charge of the Night Eye Agency, waiting for Togata's return. Because, you know, Togata, unfortunately, is quirkless, but he's still a hero, 100%. And Aries doing better. That's great to hear. Is now the size of a bump. That's still a really big bump, though. Kaminari. Deku's kind of smart. Oh, I forgot about this. And from this day on. Dude, this is Sparkly Boy. This is Roger's base, guys. The cafeteria food does not agree with him. Everyone has different tastes, so he's drinking like grape, sparkling grape, and like steak. Same. Strange things. He has started showing his true color. What was that just now? That was Oyama, so he was awake. I'd be freaking out too, but that's only Roger's base on your balcony. He left him cheese. I know. Like, what does he know exactly? Jeez. Run, but go as fast as he can. Oh, yeah, dude. Dude, I want a class with Midnight. The rating is all ages. Mount Lady and Edgeshot have teamed up. I love how Mineta straight up traumatized from Mount Lady. Team Lurkers. Team Rainy Day. I mean, these two would make great teams. Rap, I'll become a man who won't flinch one bit at the sight of someone like you. It's so cool. I love the design of Kirishima because even his eyes are cracked. That was an honest question too. Yeah, using 100% like destroys his body though. That's the only thing. That's Roger's base. What the fuck was that? We are alone together. Oh wow, his navel laser leaks out? That sucks. And he was born that way. So he's pretty much relaying that just like Oyama, their quirks are incompatible because Deku's body explodes. Look at Oyama being an earnest good boy. But I loved how freaky he was about it. Surprise make me happy. I think the surprise was more scary than anything. It was all to encourage. See, Oyama's a good boy. Just like Roger. What came out? Odor eliminate. Oh! Oyama and I became friends. Aww, look at that. Overall, I was literally just giving a review. I was giving my commentary, laughing at the moments that needed to be laughed at. But Oyama, in general, we learned two things from him. No, we learned three things. We learned three things from him. Oh my god, I can't talk. We learned three things from Oyama. One, he's genuinely a really nice guy, just a little bit creepy in how he handles things. Two, he finds similarities in Deku, and we could actually see that. That's something from the outside that we don't really notice too much. That, you know, Oyama gets hurt whenever he uses his navel laser too much. Just like Deku, when he overuses his power, he ends up getting hurt. And three, it's Roger's base. Storytelling, how it transitioned from the overall arc into this, it's a really interesting way to transition. But once again, like I say, these kids are in school. They still have their emotions. They still have the Night Eye funeral. They still still underwent things, but a lot of the things that were highlighted in this episode mostly was the Bakugo and Todoroki, Inasa, Kami. Now they had nothing to do with the overall arc, so they're going to go about their way, and we're seeing what they've been going through, how they were able to handle the kids. They did an amazing job in what they did is, rather than using their quirk to fight, they used their quirk in a way to entertain and to get and to capture the heart of these kids, and it worked. And that was the whole purpose, was to make these kids like them and to open these kids' hearts and to the possibilities of everything that is going on. And I love how Bakugo, and I like I said, I was reviewing this episode as it went by, but as Bakugo was saying, like, if you look down on everyone, you're not going to notice your own weakness. The reason why that kid felt it like it came from the heart was because it did come from Bakugo's heart. He always looked down on Deku to the point where Deku was pretty much surpassing him. And now, because Deku was always below Bakugo, now they're pretty much equals, and now they're friends, which is great. Also, Endeavor also realizing, seeing Todoroki using his flame quirk, but using it happily, using it to make these kids happy, because for a long time Todoroki hated using his fire quirk because he knew that it was related to his father, and he hates his father. But he took Deku's advice and using his quirk, using Shoto's own quirk, fire and ice, and making it his own rather than saying that it's his father. Funniest moment though was when Inasa punched himself. Love that shit. But anyways, guys, that's my live reaction review of My Hero Academia. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you guys go and drop a like for me because that would help me a lot. Subscribe. Don't forget to click that notification bell, my boys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.